this right now because this is history. We are so glad to have it. The Zip is back here at the Cold Lake International Air Show. Ladies and gentlemen, the F-104 Starfighter.
Very fast jet. Still to this day, the afterburner climbing up at the controls is Rick Comrade Svetkoff. I'll tell you more about Rick and this Starfighter as we get it back here to show center. The one thing about this rocket, basically, with tiny wee wings, is it takes a long time to get her turned around. Nothing like the turnarounds we see in the CF-18. But oh my, can she climb, and is she ever fast. This is the two-seat version of the CF-104D, originally built by Lockheed Aircraft in Burbank for the Royal Canadian Air Force. 632, this was stationed right here at CFD Cold Lake. How terrific it is to have it here. At the number 6 Strike and Reconnaissance Op Training Unit, this aircraft saw service here. The aircraft was sold to the Royal Norwegian Air Force in '73. Retired from active service in Norway, 632 was imported in the late 1980s to the U.S., becoming N-104NL, the Northern Lights aircraft-owned aircraft. Thunderbird Aviation registered it again in '96, and 632 was purchased to form the nucleus of the Starfighter Airshow team, and we have it here for you to enjoy at Cold Lake this year and help us celebrate 50 years at Cold Lake. Here she comes from the left, the photo crash. Isn't that beautiful? And that unique sound of the Starfighter. Thing in the movie The Right Stuff. But he took one of these out with some extra rocket and boost on it to try and set the altitude record and almost flew it into outer space. Incredible climbing capabilities. It can get there fast. But as you see, it needs a little room to get turned around. Our single-seat 104s were built by Canadair in Cartierville. 850 served with the Royal Canadian Air Force until about mid-1973 when it was sold to the Royal Norwegian Air Force. This is the other bird they have. They have the two-seater here, though, and have been doing some rides and up it climbs. And now I think you know why they nicknamed it the Zip. The zipper, the noise it makes, that wonderful, unique sound, and zip, it's up there. Rick's career in aviation began in 1971, by the way, flying air charter corporate jets. 78 found him opening new doors and flying aircraft carrier-based attack fighters for the United States Navy. And after leaving the Navy in '84, he joined Continental Airlines, where he's now a captain. He flies the 757 and the 767. And he adds to his 26-year history of flying 20,000 flying career hours with participation in the airshow industry now. That's a couple of years in the air of his life that he has spent. For the past 5 years, part of the airshow circuit, cultivating this team. Again, there is a one-seat version they have as well. And not with us here this weekend, but this D version, so important to our history and our celebrations here this weekend because it in fact served here. From the right and up it goes again. Well, some of you here from the Cold Lake area are young enough that you've only ever seen this on a stick out in front of the airbase here, basically, or in a museum. Again, a rare opportunity to see it flying single seat, the 104s that were built by Canadair, one of the most successful jet fighter aircraft to serve with Canada's Air Force. Total of 340 fighters built under license by the Canadian government. The CF-104, designed as a lightweight nuclear strike aircraft. The aircraft was retired from service again in '86 after being used for over 25 years. So they were replaced by the CF-18. Beautiful civilian, albeit civilian paint job, with the blue and white, and it shows up nice in the sky. Got quite the ground crew coming along with him to support this aircraft. From the right, you see the black smoke. Of course, that would give you away in the old days. The new engines burn so much cleaner. Nice roll. Moisture being squeezed right out of the air over the wings there, getting in that little white haze effect. You'll see lots of that coming up on the F-15 this afternoon. You'll see it on the Thunderbird's F-16s. Just enough humidity hanging in the air today, particularly just through 3,000 feet as you saw there, that you squeeze it right out of the air. Well, the friction as that aircraft zips by. Bill Grannon's over there on the ground crew, I understand, and Bob Irwin, the crew chief. Mr. Kincaid, Bill McLaughlin, the technical advisor, helping. Jet on the ground as well. As it taxis along, you'll get a close-up look at the Starfighter when it taxis by us here. And of course, the other thing to look for in the older jet aircraft was the drogue sheet that was deployed on landing to slow it down. Tony Gladys is over there, the ground crew too. Andrew Bales, Roger Bingham helping out with the avionics. You can imagine the upkeep on this aircraft to keep it flying. If you want to read more about Starfighters in service, one of the guys last to fly them, Dan Dempsey, joined us earlier this morning, the author of this wonderful, this huge book, Tradition of Excellence, Canada's Airshow Team Heritage. Again, over the souvenir tents, you can get a copy of that. Do that at the end of the day. That thing weighs a lot to be lugging around, but it is a terrific book. The One-Eyed Zips, a formation team, the Starfighters that he writes about. Dan used to fly the Starfighter, and again, a former Snowbird lead. There were a few of those here this weekend helping us celebrate, too. Beautiful photo pass from the right. By the way, I've just been given this announcement. The owner of a yellow 1981 Toyota Corolla, would you please remove it from the Wing Commander's parking spot? That's not a good thing at all, is it? If you don't move your vehicle in the next 5 minutes, I'm told that it will be towed. It will be moved. So again, the owner of the yellow 81 Toyota Corolla, I don't have the plate number for me, unfortunately, in the Wing Commander's parking spot. Quite different when he shuts the afterburner off with the older technology, as you heard that. And when they dump it in, it's a big boom and a pound.
Starfighter 1 has 3 green full stop, and I just said we have a horrible squeal in the background. Our text would be like switch back to 119.4, that'll be fine, sir. Switch up.
We've got some lost kid announcements to make here, folks. They're looking for Brock, last seen at the Snowbird trailer. Yellow hat, blue t-shirt, sleeveless, blue shorts and sandals. If you could get him either to somebody in a red security suit or over to the lost and found area in your fore hangar, that would be appreciated. Brock, if you can hear this, head on over. Mom and Dad are looking for you, and anybody in a red t-shirt with security veil will help get you over to Mom and Dad. Brock is 5. Again, he's got a yellow hat, blue t-shirt on, sleeveless, blue shorts and sandals. And don't you worry, Brock, they're over there waiting for you. And if they aren't, we'll recruit you. And Frances, young girl, 9 years old, blue summer shorts and blue top, over to the lost and found. And Frances, if you can hear us, just look for somebody in a red shirt that says security on it, and they'll be able to help you get over there. Mom and Dad are waiting for you at the lost and found, okay? Francis and Brock, good luck. There's the Starfighter down with the drone shootout recovered in front of us. But again, you'll get a unique sound from this jet as it taxis.
Never had that before. Never again. We're by the beach. Cab attack.
Starfighter 1, exit right when able, contact ground 1 off 121.
All right, Brock we got. Brock's on his way. No, Mom and Dad, don't worry. Brock we got. Brock's on his way over.
Yes, ma'am. Can I get the box?
This is a Laurie Hahn I know. He probably assumed he, could be the commander. Laurie, move your car. You're holding everything up, Laurie. You move it, or we'll move it for you.
Hey, Rick, it's kind of dangerous getting a microphone so close to this guy.
Try it, do it. They're going to move it for you, Laurie. Wonderful sound. Give Rick a wave, too, on the way by. Again, Rick worked hard for you in that airplane.